Hi guys, Heather here. We are working on chapter 5. We are in week 6, which means we are a third of the way through the class, and I really enjoyed it. Making this video was harder than I thought, but it also goes by really fast, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. We are talking about developing working relationships. So first and foremost, we're going to need a willingness to join the working relationship from the client, as well as their willingness to talk about what motivated them to see you. From the practitioner, we're going to need acceptance and understanding of the client's experiences, as well as a lot of different qualities and personality traits. So I've put a bunch of them up here on this slide, but we're going to go through the core interpersonal qualities for helping relationships. The first one is warmth. So that would be being kind, being accepting, making the client feel safe in the environment. The next one is going to be empathy, which is the ability to understand another person's emotions, feelings, thoughts, and behavior. Another way to put that is putting yourself in someone else's shoes. One of the things that the book does is it dedicates a bunch of pages to different movies that can help you develop empathy. I put a couple of ones down here just to remind myself to watch them again. I was surprised how many of them I had seen. Respect, so having your clients, having a high regard for your clients, appreciating them without condoning their any harmful behaviors. The next one is genuineness, so that would be being sincere, authentic, and just being real. The part of the chapter that I really enjoyed was looking at all the different mistakes. They talk about the most common mistakes that practitioners make, and as I was reading through them, I realized I made a lot of them in my personal life, or I have. So it talks about different ways to avoid these mistakes, what they are, and examples of them. The first one being offering advice without really understanding all of the people involved and the challenges and more about the situation. You should do this. Oh, you should go here or whatever. The offering advice right off the bat without really understanding the issue. That can also make a client feel like you're lessening whatever problem it is. The next one is reassuring. This is something I do a lot. Basically the example I gave is everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry. Everything will be okay. I do that a lot. It seems supportive, but it's not really based in reality, and again can make the client feel like you are lessening the issue. The next one is offering excuses. This can appear to be understanding, but it can also discourage the client from improving. An example that they give is you have a learning disability that keeps you from being successful at school. Not a good idea. That can be discouraging. The next mistake is asking leading questions. So basically embedding a question, embedding advice into a question. So have you thought about this, or have you thought about talking more to this person about this? If a client wants advice or suggestions, they'll ask. So it's best to stay away from that. Dominating through teaching, so basically being pushy, and it can suggest that there's only one right way to do something. Like, no, you should do this. No, this is the way to do this. Not a good idea. The next one is labeling. Basically, that's just another way to judge, criticize, or blame someone. It's not helpful. This can also limit your view of the client's ability to change if you're labeling them. Labels don't portray a whole person. And the last one is interrogating. Our professor talked about this this week. Nobody likes the question why, or why did you do this? So too many whys. Without really listening to the client can make them feel like they're being interrogated and get defensive. So the chapter summary, we've learned about and read about all of the different interpersonal qualities that you need, as well as the mistakes that you can make as a practitioner, and the book goes into a lot more detail about how to avoid those and examples of those. So that's it, Chapter 5. All of the chapters have homework assignments. I just put a little exercise right here at the end. Which qualities do you possess, and which qualities would you like to develop? Have a great week. Okay, thanks.